Today we're going to do dividing decimals by whole numbers. So just a few quick reminders. When you are doing a division problem and it's written horizontally like this one, so 7.6 divided by 4, the first number would go inside the division. It doesn't matter if it's bigger, smaller, if it has more digits, less digits. As long as it's the first number in the problem, it goes on the inside. That's actually called the dividend, just in case anyone forgets. The number you're dividing by, so in this case the 4, is called the divisor. So the dividend is the first number, and that always goes on the inside of the problem no matter what. The second number goes on the outside. So here's what you do. You'd bring the decimal point straight up into the answer, and then just pretend it's not even there and do regular division. So 4 goes into 7 once. 1 times 4 is 4. Subtract, 7 minus 4 is 3. Bring down the next digit. Now I'm doing 4 into 36. That goes in exactly 9 times. I get my 36, subtract, and I get 0. So my answer is 1.9 or 1 9/10. Okay, so for part B, the first number goes on the inside. That's the dividend. So 4.38 is going to go on the inside. Again, it doesn't matter if it's bigger, smaller, has more digits, less digits. Does not matter at all. That first number always goes on the inside. 12 is the divisor. That goes on the outside. Bring my decimal point straight up. Pretend it's not there. 12 goes into 4 0 times. So I'm going to subtract. I get 4. Bring down the next digit. So I have to guess how many times 12 goes into 43. So I'm going to guess 3 times, which is 36. So 12 times 3 is 36. Now I'm going to subtract. I got to borrow a little bit so that I can do my subtraction. 13 minus 6 is 7. Okay. Now I'm going to bring down the next digit. I have 12 into 78. So I have to figure out how many times. So I know 12 times 5 is 60. 12 times 6 is 72. So I'll put a 6 here, which is a 72. Subtract, and I get a remainder of 6. So when we're doing decimals, we're not going to have remainders anymore. So what that happens is when you get a remainder, all you do is add a 0 to where you were dividing to the dividend and bring it down. So now I'm going to do 12 into 60, which goes in exactly 5 times. So 12 times 5 is 60. Subtract, and now I'm all done because I subtract and get a remainder. So 0.365. So we are no longer getting remainders, so you should have no remainders for any of these. You continually add zeros and bring them down until it ends and you get a 0 when you subtract, or it keeps repeating, and you'll see if we have one like that. All right, so let me try another one for you. All right, so for this one, let's see if we can figure this out. So which number is going to go on the inside? 3.5, because that's the first number in the problem. So 3.5 is the dividend. We are dividing it by 7. The decimal point comes straight up. Pretend it's not there. 7 goes into 3 0 times. Subtract, I get 3. Bring down the next digit. Now 7 goes into 35, exactly 5 times. Subtract, and my answer is 0.5 because it zeroes out. All right, for the next one. First number goes on the inside every time. So 6.92 is going to be my dividend. My divisor, the second number, is 8. Bring the decimal point straight up. Divide like normal. 8 goes into 6 0 times. Subtract, I get 6. Bring down the next digit. 8 can fit into 69 8 times, because 8 times 8 is 64. So I'll put the 64. Subtract, I get 5. Bring down the next digit. So when I bring down the 2, I have to figure out how many times 8 goes into 52. So I know 8 times 7 is 56, so that's too high. So I'll do 8 times 6, which is 48. So now I'm going to subtract 52 minus 48, so I got to borrow a little bit here so I can subtract. I get a remainder of 4. So we're not doing remainders anymore. Add a 0 to the end of the dividend, bring it all the way down, and now I have 40, and 8 goes into 40 exactly 5 times. So that means your answer is going to be 0.865. All right, so I'm going to give you a couple of these to try. So I'm actually going to have you try all 6 of these on the back of your notes because this is the only thing that we're doing for today. So remember, the first number is the dividend. That goes on the inside every single time. The second number goes on the outside. That's the divisor. You're just going to bring the decimal point straight up and do regular division. If you get a remainder, you have to continually add zeros and bring them down until it ends. So try those 6.